Ramen ASMR. Init. Ramen ASMR. It's been raining this past few days and the weather just made me crave for some ramen. There are tons of ramen takeout kit available out there, but this particular ramen store caught my attention for having a reasonable price on their takeout menu, and that is Ramen Kuroda. So stay tuned for this week's episode of Eat, Drink, Repeat. And join me for a taste of this Ramen Kuroda home kit and see if they're not just about being an affordable ramen shop, but actually much, much more. So I went ahead and ordered on their website and on their Facebook page, and this is it. Yeah. This is their, they call it their takeout home kit. So it comes with this nice paper bag, and there's like, what's this? This is the instruction, the cooking or heating instruction for the ramen. There is some chopstick and the ladle here. It comes with its own. It's a very nice touch. Kudos for them. This is the ramen itself. Alright, so let's take a look on what's inside of their take-home kit. This is it. Pretty neat. So what I have here is their shiro ramen, or basically tonkatsu ramen. So it's their most basic ramen set available. Okay, that's it for the thumbnail. So you can get this shiro ramen for 200 pesos. So that's respectively affordable for a ramen of this size, and it looks really good out of the box. Let's see later if it will taste good as well. And also I opted in for an additional chashu, so it costs more than their regular set, but only for 50 pesos. They also have other varieties of Japanese food, but today I'm gonna be having all my eyes on this bad boy. Appreciate the fragrance. Take in the aroma of your ramen before you start eating, as it will help complement the overall flavor. Start by having a taste of just the broth to get a real sense of the flavor. You can use a spoon or you can pick up the bowl itself. Have a big slurp of that noodles. Slurping food is considered impolite, but when eating ramen, it's perfectly acceptable and even encouraged, at least in Japan. What's great about slurping is that you are able to eat the noodles and the soup together before the soup comes off the noodles. Eat fast. Ramen is not a 30-minute meal. It's a 5 to 10-minute meal, and you don't want the noodles to soak up the broth, and it's actually meant to be consumed while it's hot, even with the risk of burning your tongue. At the end of the day, these rules won't really matter because it's up to you on how you would enjoy yourself while eating ramen. So the tonkatsu ramen is made from pork broth. Usually pork bones, tapos pinakaluan ng matagal na matagal hanggang lumabas yung sobrang lasa and flavor ng meat. The broth here is moderately heavy. It's kind of smooth and you won't have trouble while slurping it. No surprises whatsoever. You can taste the richness of the broth in every slurp. So nothing strangely different. It's just straight up tasty. About the noodles, it is firm for my liking. Although I think medyo na-overcook ko siya. Based on the instructions, you just have to boil it down for a minute. So I think sumobra ako ng few seconds, and it's crucial when it comes to this ramen noodles. But hindi naman siya ganun kasagi. Hindi lang siya ganun ka al dente. But overall, masarap siya. So if you're gonna order this, just make sure that you will follow the instructions carefully. So the pork meat in ramen is usually called chashu, and it is also usually made from pork belly. Yeah, and their chashu is pretty good. No, it's not that thick, it's not that thin, and not that strangely big, but it's just enough for a topping for this simple ramen, and it complements the soup very well. It gives another texture, and it is really tender. Mm, Sarap siya. So the egg is soft boiled, obviously. When we say soft boiled, the egg yolk is not that hard and it's somehow gooey on the center. It gives another texture to the meal when you have a bite of it. And although traditionally, yung mga tamago nila or yung egg nila is marinated as well. But yeah, I mean, I won't mind. Whew, medyo pinapawisan na ako. This is really good for the rainy season. I'm telling you. Aside from being tasty, it won't break the bank. And that's usually a killer combination. If you want a good quality ramen, you must try this one, really. Don't let its price get in the way for making this decision. Not because it's mura doesn't mean that it's not authentic or it's not that tasty. Yeah, so overall it's a simple ramen dish. Excuse me. If you want a safe bet on a ramen flavor, you will never go wrong with this tonkatsu broth. So also with me are some of the few items on their menu. This one is their chicken karage. It looks good. It looks crispy. Let me just try one with the dip. This is the dip. I don't know what kind of dip is this one, but I sure hope that it will complement the crispiness of this karage. The chicken is tender and it is moist. It's not dry at all. And that's basically what you want for from a chicken dish. I also have here their gyoza. Gyoza usually is always partnered with ramen, so let's see if this gyoza is as good as their ramen. It's good. Marami siyang filling. Hindi siya lasang puro extenders. Ramen Kuroda deserves more recognition than just, being a ramen shop with an affordable price. For me, it represents most of the qualities that an authentic ramen must have, and it's even comparable to other ramen shops that sells this kind of ramen with double and even triple its price. This home kit option really is great, given the situation that we are in right now. We are still in general community quarantine, as they allow their customers to enjoy ramen in the comforts of their home. So I think it's a wrap. I do hope that you enjoyed this episode, and if you want more, please subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, and always share this with your foodie friends to spread our love for food. Again, my name is Francis, and thank you for watching Eat, Drink, Repeat. Peace out!